Well guys, welcome back to another video. Absolutely brilliant to be back out and look at the conditions behind us. Amazing fog this morning. Got up this morning, got up bright and early, made my way out of Vancouver and it was like this all the way here. I'm down at Pitt Meadows today. Now we have still got travel restrictions on, so I'm going to be heading to Golden Ears, and if we get conditions like this in Golden Ears it'd be absolutely amazing. I've just been talking to a nice guy earlier on there for a good 20 minutes called Dave. He's also out shooting some photography and it was just great to catch up, and he'd recognised us on YouTube, so that was brilliant. One of my followers. So I'm just waiting for this sun to come up. I've took some images earlier on trying to work out a composition in this area, and we'll see what we get today. I just want to thank everyone for subscribing recently. It's absolutely amazing to get over the 1,000 subscriber mark on my YouTube channel, and it's really given us the drive and encouragement to get out and bring you more videos. Like I said, I am going to be going up to Golden Ears because of the travel restrictions, but if we get these conditions up at Golden Ears it should be perfect. I just want to sit here now, wait on this light coming up, see if we get any light rays, see how the scene changes, and I'll take you through my first composition. I took some shots earlier on just to see the comparison to when we get some of that sunlight coming in, but this is going to be the scene in front of us, and this is what I'm photographing this morning. So you'll see this bit of a pond, and there's some grouping of islands there, and it leads off into this bit of a stream. There's a river in the distance there, so obviously that part of the stream connects. Now you'll see this bush, this old bit of a tree to my left hand side. That's going to be in my left hand side of the shot. I want to make sure that I fill the scene with plenty of interest. You've got this stream leading off, but if you notice at the other end there's a conifer, and it's nicely separated, it's nicely by itself. And then to the right of that you've got a larger grouping of trees, and you've got that lovely background because they're shrouded with that early morning fog. There is a bit of a pathway leading up, but I didn't want to put the pathway in. I just wanted to use the grasses. Now if you look at the grasses, they're all different colours and different textures, so it actually leads your eye from left to right, and then you've got this lovely background. Now there's a grouping of trees in the far right that you can see, and that's going to frame the right hand side of my shot. We've got these like bit of bushes along the edge of the pond. Now what I've made sure is that the bushes aren't touching the islands, so there's some separation with the water that you've got. Now I have put the polarizer on just to take some glare off that water. I'm not sure if I need it or not really, but I'll try it with the polarizer and I'll try it without, because we haven't got any harsh sunlight in here at the moment. But I'll just play about with settings and see what I come up with. But an amazing scene to the start of a brilliant day, and then we'll see what this sunlight does. We just need to see how the sunlight interacts with the scene. We maybe get some light rays, I don't know, but I'll just keep taking images and then I'll move on to Golden Ears Provincial Park. Well, I've made it to Golden Ears. I tore myself away from Pit Meadows. I took the composition time and time again, just kept taking photographs as that light changed. We didn't get any shafts of light, but it was a beautiful painterly scene, so I'm really looking forward to seeing those images when I get back. I'm sure I'll have a couple, because I just continued taking the same photos, and that's a good thing to do. Just keep taking photos and I'm sure you'll come away with at least one shot. So on the way here we lost that fog, but as you'll see behind us, it's returned and it's brilliant. What a morning this is turning out to be. So I've rushed into the forest here, frantically looking for the composition, and this is the first one that I've came across while entering the forest here. The composition that I'm going for here, I love these mossy branches where they sweep over from the left hand side of the frame, and then you've got these branches that fill this gap here. You know, always try and fill your frame if you can. I'm shooting with the 24mm on the Sony A7R III and I'm going for a nice wide shot. I am going to focus stack the shot. I'm going to focus on this branch here and I'm going to focus on this tree, and then it's getting everything sharp that I want sharp, because there is quite a few layers of these branches with the mosses on. I'm going to shoot around about f11, f14 and just play around with shutter speeds, but with no breeze in here. We've got this thick fog coming in from time to time. It'd be amazing if I captured some of those shafts of light if the sunlight makes it in, but this is absolutely brilliant. We've got this tree. Now this branch leads over like I've just said, then you're going to have this tree in the centre of the frame, and then you're going to have this area of interest to the right hand side. So I've made sure that I've filled the frame. I've took some with the polarizer. Now considering we had a lot of rain last night, the leaves aren't too, the ferns and that aren't too shiny, so I've put some on, took some with the polarizer, sorry, and some without, and then I'll decide when I get back to post, decide which images I'm going to use. The only thing I'm finding in the forest, when you've got a lot of green, you know, and the yellows, the polarizer can make it a bit too vibrant, so I actually end up desaturating a lot of my images. I think it looks a lot more natural, so I'm going to get back, see if we get any more of this fog coming in. It's amazing behind camera there, so I'm going to have another look, see if I can find any more compositions. People are starting to come to the park. As you can see, I'm close to the roadway here, but I'm going to try out some shots here before I move on and venture a bit deeper into the forest and get away from this traffic. But beautiful, you can see some of the light rays coming in. Just see how this morning works out. Brilliant morning. I've tried some more shots there. We've still got this fog lingering about, so I've swapped out the lens. I've put the 70-200 out on, and I'm going to try for some shots of the trees there and just pick a section like I done in my last video. Pick a section of the trees, shoot for the light, and hopefully it'll bring out that background because it's beautiful. I'm going to use some of these trees to frame the shots. They'll be a lot darker in the frame because the main important thing that I'm photographing here is going to be the light. So I've made my way a bit further into the forest, as you can see. Just keep getting off the trails, walking through all this bracken and ferns and fallen trees, and I think I've came across another composition that I like. You'll be able to see behind us, we've still got that fog. We're not getting them rays of light that I was hoping for, but I tried some images down there and hopeful that I've got a couple. I was quite frantic, you know, when you get that fog and you get these conditions, it's hard to slow down, to be honest. It really is, because you don't know how long the conditions are going to stay like that. But I'm going to take you through this composition. I've found a subject here that I really like. I've got a log from the left hand side leading in, and this lovely branch, and we're getting some lovely morning light coming into this area, and that's where these logs and the branches are going to lead. They're going to lead over to that light. Hopefully we'll get some fog to come into the area as well, but it makes a really nice image. So I've got my composition set up. It's telling us I need to change my battery. I've got this log coming in, this really thick log with the mosses on from the left hand side. I've got a branch leading us in from the right hand side. It's also coated in those mosses, and it leads your eye to where I want the viewer's eye to go, which is in where the light is. I've got this thick tree to the left hand side that's holding the left hand side of the frame in. I've got some more interest which leads you back into the frame with this branch here. Another tree, I'm making sure that they're all separated. Another tree here to the right hand side, and a smaller one where the background is. Getting a lot of water droplets every now and again on the polarizer, so you've got to keep checking in between shots. Get ready with a cloth to wipe it. We are getting breaks of the sunlight coming in now, so I'm not expecting the fog to last much longer. I'm going to focus on this immediate log because I'm quite close with the wide lens with the 24mm. I'm quite close, so I'm going to focus stack it. I'm going to take 2 shots at f11 because I noticed when I took the first image focusing on the immediate foreground here on this old bit of a log with the moss on, I noticed that the focus was dropping off slightly on this tree behind us, and this tree is quite an important part of the image, so I want that to be sharp as well. So I've focused on there, focused on that tree behind us there, and that's getting everything that I need in focus. The very back down, it doesn't matter that much because there is a bit of fog there, so that's going to be nice and soft anyway, and we'll see how it works out. Glorious. Well guys, what a wonderful morning I've had. It's been absolutely brilliant. Look at this behind us, it's still displaying. We're still getting some of that fog, we're still getting some of them gorgeous conditions with the light. What a tremendous morning it's been. Just haven't had anything like this for a long time. So you can see by my face I'm absolutely over the moon. It just keeps coming. You know, I was packing up and thought, you know, I'll go back to the car. Looked again and rushing about and trying to find another image. So I'm going to call it an end to this video. I am going to carry on my search in this forest before I leave. I'm getting pretty hungry now, so I think it's time I rest. Think about getting something to eat. but I hope you've enjoyed the content of today's video. It's been wonderful to bring you guys. I really want to thank my recent subscribers. Absolutely over the moon to reach over 1,000 subscribers. So I hope you enjoy my channel as much as I enjoy bringing you the videos. Also, you know, I want to thank my existing subscribers for sticking with us. And great to see all your wonderful comments. But from me in the forest, it's time to head back. I'll see if I can get some more images. So until another video, that's going to be it for today. So if you've enjoyed the content of today's video, please give us a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you'd like to subscribe, it'd be much appreciated if you did. And I'll see you in another video. I have got other videos planned, obviously, to go over to the island when these restrictions are lifted. I do want to do some more street photography, so stay tuned for that when I get the right weather. I need some nice bright conditions, and I wouldn't mind putting together another street photography video. So hope you've enjoyed today's video. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye bye.